Hey guys, I'm seeing that a lot of you are struggling on number 7 on the transversals practice, so I just wanted to give you some quick hints on that. So it says if angle 6 is 60 degrees and angle 4 is 70 degrees, find the measure of all of the rest of the angles. First of all, there was a typo in the table on the original document, and even though it said angle 6 is 60 degrees up here, down here in the table it said 40 degrees. Some of you did solve it that way with angle 6 is 40 degrees, which is fine. You can solve it that way. And a couple of you got correct answers using that measurement, but I'm going to go over it with 60, which is what it was supposed to be. So if you missed it and need to make corrections, just so we're all on the same page, just use 60 degrees for angle 6. Okay, so I went ahead and labeled the two measurements that we already know in the drawing up here. The most logical one to find next is going to be angle 5, because I know that angles 4, 5, and 6 are a supplementary pair, meaning that they add up to 180 degrees. So I'm going to add 60 degrees and 70 degrees, and then subtract that answer from 180, which gives me 50 degrees. So that means that angle 5 is 50 degrees. So let's come fill that in the table. Okay. Now from here, okay, the next angle, well, pause, let me go back. I'm not gonna give you help on these because I think you can figure out 1, 2, and 3 on your own. 6 and 3 are vertical angles, so that will tell you something about those. 1 and 4 are vertical angles, and then 2 and 5 are vertical angles. So you should be able to figure out those 3 pretty easily. So next I'm gonna come down and focus on angle 8 next. Now, if we look at these two parallel lines that are intersected by this transversal and focus on those relationships, so we need to kind of ignore this line, which it looks like it's kind of blurry, but I think that's an S, so line S, just try to ignore that one for right now. Angle 8 corresponds with angle 3 up here, which means that they're going to be congruent, so I will go ahead and tell you that angle 3 is going to be 60 degrees because that's what angle 6 is. So if this is 60 degrees, okay, then based on that, you should be able to figure out 7, 14, and 13 based on vertical angle relationships and supplementary angle relationships. But now let's focus on this triangle here in the middle, because I know that angles 5, is this a 6 or an 8? I can't read it. 8. Okay, I know that angles 5, 8, and 9 have to add up to 180 degrees, okay? So 50 degrees, 60 degrees, and one other number have to add up to 180. So once you know what angle 9 is, then you should be able to figure out pretty easily what 10, 11, and 12 are. Okay, so I just wanted to give you those hints because I saw that some of you were really struggling on that table at the bottom. So email me if you have any other questions. Thanks, guys.